You're watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Stories from the pioneers of skateboarding about the history and the fun of the sport we love.
There you go. There's skateboarding. There it is.
That's the Tim Scroggs only freestyle guy to make the mag cover.
Actually, no, Paul Hoffman was the first, but
Oh, see, there you go. I didn't know that. I thought
Century City doing a nose wheelie grind on a curb, which I'm sure he bailed on.
Right there.
That's
Hey,
Clearwater.
Who's that guy?
That's the guy.
Yeah, we can't tell.
That's Mr. Womble, and that's signed by Mr. Womble.
who was drunk at Jacksonville Kona after party or something. But that was the Clearwater contest.
Yes, and I just randomly went and grabbed one.
That's cool.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I meant all of them. You know how it's terrible.
Some radical times, bro.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
we're trying to figure out who this is.
Yeah, who the hell is that guy? Tim, do you know him? That guy right there.
Yeah, that's Pat Mulhern. There in the background, there is one of the other
Right.
white-haired Walker kids in the background. They all had white hair from surfing so much.
Klugel.
Yeah, Glenn Klugel or the other one of the Klugels, and then freaking Joey Ramone here.
So that's
Obviously, Alan never surfed, so his hair stayed dark.
Exactly.
A little controversy going on there.
yeah. He might
Ronnie
not have
Brown, Sean Petty.
I think the cool part would be, and Sean, and that's one of the last existences of the Gullwing Disco shirt. That's a Gullwing team shirt that actually had silver lame on the front there. And you can't find those. I've been looking for one of those for decades.
because we had all those people. There's a Bones shirt, Pal Peralta shirt, the back with the skeleton on it between the two people in the foreground, the yellow hat. I don't know who's wearing that shirt, but that was a coveted shirt.
Boards for Bros is a 501c3 charity based out of Skate Park of Tampa. We collect old skateboards, repurpose them back into the community to children who could not otherwise afford them. Please help us all you can. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the mirrors in the background there. The mirrors in the background. I mean, how important is that? That, people don't know the story. That made Rodney's book. He talks specifically about those mirrors and how appreciative he was of getting those put up.
Well, being able to see yourself at that point in time and see how your body was positioned. That's why, I just from a whole separate aspect of things, looking at, as a kid, looking at the photos, we had no idea how things were even done.
And he skated for Walker.
And then you end up, inventing a completely separate trick because you did something that you thought looked like that, but you had no idea.
And you didn't realize that 60% of those shots were bail shots anyway.
Right.
That's the worst part about it. We were like, how is he doing that? Oh, he must be landing on the lip or doing, how many freaking Jay Adams at the Fruit Bowl images?
Dude, flyaways, whatever.
Oh, see, right there, Phil. You're gonna love this, Phil. When we start talking about Californians bailing, and then of course we can say things like Rodney, Kelly, Allen. Just shut up, because we don't want to get into that, but we will, and we've got to get the names of the two Stump sisters because one of these ladies is dead now.
Yes,
and it was really nice of them to come out. They were welcome.
Yeah, Stump is spelled wrong, but I could always cover it over with something else. So Audrey was one of them, and I think she's the one that's gone.
Yeah, Audrey and Perry.
Perry, that's right. Audrey and Perry, that's right. Or Perry, is Perry the one we lost?
Perry's the one with the little mole on her cheek.
Yeah, they were great.
The only reason that's the only way I ever can tell them apart.
Just on a side note as well, everyone thinks that, or I shouldn't say everyone, but so many of the kids from the 80s think that the very first streetwear brand, clothing brand, skate brand was Vision Streetwear. And that's completely inaccurate because
Yeah.
you look right there, you got 360 Sportswear. Granted, it was a short-lived company, and obviously fashion changed, but they did it. Rector did it.
Yeah.
Alva did it. Alva with those ridiculous, like poofy quilted orange vests.
I had the quilted freaking vest. It was hideous. But interesting piece here. So I stopped this. This is Crystal Logis.
Of course.
Right, right.
So we don't
You
know
know,
what
what's kind of interesting now, if we do create some kind of controversy, we can invite them to come to the show and we do the section over again from their point of view. And then it really turns into something.
Yeah.
So there's a couple things. I mean, I've got all kinds of stuff to say because this was my, I don't want to, I've just about said this was my park, but I spent my parents' college tuition here at this place. And we have a law that we have to go by. It's Phil's law. He says it to me a couple times. All of them is let's have some fun.
But here's my son, Tyler, and there up here is Rodney and Tyler. And then Rodney signed this. Phil, thank you so much for all you've done for me. And Rodney signed that. And this was signed when Tyler was doing the Tony Hawk video game, and they had was trying to get autographs from Rodney, and I sent Tyler this picture, and Rodney came around and goes, "What is that? Where did that come from? Who are you?" He said, Tyler said, "I'm Phil's son." He goes, all that. So he signed it, and Tyler signed that, and so it was kind of a nice little thing out of focus you can't see. But,
That's beautiful.
oh, there's
Wow,
Wow, look at that.
Hello, let's talk about Boards for Bros. We collect skateboard decks from other skaters every chance we get. And then we raise funds to equip those skateboards with brand new trucks, wheels, and bearings so they're safe and sound. Each board costs us about $50 to equip. And last year in North Carolina alone, we distributed just shy of 300. So what we do is spread stoke one skateboard at a time. And what does that mean? It gives children the freedom to express themselves in developing skills and style. It's hard work, and it gives them exercise. Skateboarding is very social, and it improves their communication skills. It is also extremely challenging to learn, and so it teaches life lessons to get back up and keep trying. If we can help one child improve themselves or even just have fun, then we all win, and we like the sound of winning. We are 501c3. You have been watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Like and subscribe for more stories with the pioneers of skateboarding. Join us again when we have some special guests and more pictures from the past. Thank you.